When I first brought that title to the guy behind the camera, his reaction was, "Well, what about negative people?" I said, "They can listen too." I just kind of liked it because all you'd have to do is type in 4 P's and my initials, and there I was. So if I can link these together and this will still be political ponderings, here's what I've been pondering. During the last election cycle, the Republicans put up a lot stronger field. There was Fred Thompson, the two guys with the funny last names. One of them was Tom Tancredo, and the only reason I remember his name is he made a headline with something he said a while back. But these guys were conservatives that actually believe the government needs to be put in check and spending has to be cut. And who did we end up with? The worst one as far as those progressive leanings go. Now, this time, what choices do we have? There's one guy pushing socialist style healthcare on us, and another one that first brought socialist style healthcare here. Do you think we're really going to have a choice? This problem was pointed out in the movie Time Cop. Ron Silver wanted to go back in time, make a sure investment, so that back in their original time he could become president. And why? He said so himself, because money wins elections. Now, I will give Obama credit for one thing. He told us what he intended to do. The problem with that little philosophy of spreading the wealth around is, of necessity, it declares war on capitalism. And if the Newsmax people are right, he wants to make anybody that has a problem with that particular little train of thought an enemy of the state. And the other one, the best that we could have hoped for was that he was growing into the position with his flip-flopping, but it doesn't appear so. His first thing was he agreed with the Supreme Court, and when do they ever get anything right that's in our best interest? And before he gets the popular GOP nod, he's going to repeal Obamacare. And afterwards, we're going to modify it. So it looks like the only thing we can be sure of is that come the 6th of November, we're going to get a shill for big money and their lobbyists. And the only clearing it looks like there is in these clouds is that there are people getting involved that don't like the direction the country's heading in. So maybe we can finally run these liberal baby boomers out of town, so to speak. But whether we're sped into oblivion or not, there are a couple other things I've been kicking around. I've been reading all my life, pretty much anything I could get my hands on. So I've known about this Mayan calendar thing for decades. And poof, here we are. When I brought this up to people, their pat answer is, well, what can you do about it? Well, you can at least be informed. We're looking at a modern miracle. That other means of communication, they've been calling the boob tube since I was a kid. And why? Because you only get what they give you. On here, we can interact and pick and choose what we want to know, or at least find out. And the most thorough explanation I've seen is here on YouTube. It's Free Your Mind 102. Don't put any gaps in there, or you won't find it. I know you're going to have to sit through the made-up words, but this long-winded guy has all the related fields tied together with this mind thing. But if you do manage to sit through this guy's presentation, you might be surprised at how current he gets. And in fact, without giving too much away, he said something that I thought on the last inauguration day. So if we wake up that Saturday morning and nothing's different, and we're all still alive, there's something for that too. Here's a good one. I was at my sister's house watching Surviving 2012, and I came out of the computer room and her guy asked me what I was doing, and he popped off with, if you want to survive 2012, wait for 2013. And he's right, because there have been predictions, many, and nothing ever comes of it. And then one other thing, and I even posted this on Facebook, that I've never heard a minister take on the Jubilees. Oh, and now that one has. Coincidence? Like I've said before, I'm like Fox News. I'm just reporting. You decide. He has a website. It's called Daniel's Timeline. But I know it's going to pain a lot of you to sit through something like that, so I don't expect you to. And then one other thing. I happened to watch those old videos that I had on there not long ago and forgot that the last thing I said was that Bill Maher was coming out with a movie about religion. And me and the guy behind the camera spent months working on a rebuttal, and we came very close to finishing it. Close enough that I could put it up. So if Google doesn't have any trouble with copyright infringement, they should. Their only job is to get you to watch whatever they have. And if there is a problem, me and Bill can fight it out. In court, of course, it's what they do. So with any kind of luck, when I come back, I will be presenting my rebuttal to Bill Maher's religionists. In the meantime, be careful out there, and I will see you soon.